Now I give the floor to Sri Lanka, followed by Hungary.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, we are finally here to begin deliberations on a draft convention to address the problem of the use of ICTs for criminal purposes. While emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things blur the distinction between physical and cyberspace, the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic has, on the other hand, accelerated our dependence on the use of cyberspace. This, no doubt, has enhanced the available space for criminals and unscrupulous elements to discriminate and exploit the vulnerable, as well as undermine the cyber infrastructure put in place by countries to promote the well-being of its people. The elaboration of an international convention on countering the use of ICTs for criminal purposes is therefore timely and relevant, as constraining and eliminating criminal activity using ICTs will lead to safe and efficient utilization of cyberspace and would no doubt greatly assist the realization of the SDG 2030 agenda. Mr. Chair, it is a widely accepted phenomenon that criminals quickly adopt and integrate new technologies into their modus operandi. The use of new technologies by organized crime groups has an impact on criminal activities across the spectrum of serious and organized crime, which includes the exponential growth of online trade and widespread availability of encrypted communication channels, as well as several aspects of technological innovation, such as more accessible and cheaper drone technology and sophisticated printing technology. I won't be wrong to say that technology has become a key component of most, if not all, criminal activities carried out by organized criminal groups, which has, as a result, a flexibility that has hitherto been unimaginable. In the recent technological advancements the world has seen, none is as likely to have a greater impact than the Internet. It has not only given rise to a completely new form of crime, but has been a medium through which criminality across the canvas of crime has been greatly assisted. The litany of data that can be used by criminals is a long one. Cybercrime today has become a global phenomenon and is as borderless as the Internet itself. The attack platform continues to grow as society becomes increasingly digitized, with more people, businesses, public services, and devices using Internet. The potential for one attacker on the Internet to affect many other victims is growing by the day. As someone said, a mature crime-as-a-service business model underscores cybercrime and provides easy access to tools and services across a range of cyber criminality from every level to top-tier actors, including hackers or even terrorists. Sri Lanka today stands at the threshold of a digital transformation. Building a technology-based society is recognized as one of the 10 core overarching goals in the program Vistas of Prosperity and Splendor, the national policy framework introduced in 2019. The government of Sri Lanka in August 2020 entrusted the Information and Communication Technology Agency, the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka, and the Computer Emergency Response Team in Sri Lanka as entities to create a digital Sri Lanka. The envisaged transformation makes the deliberations on an international convention against criminal use of ICTs of primary importance to any country, Mr. Chairman. Since the focus of discussions at this session are the scope, objective, and the structure of the convention, I would like to outline a few basic features that we believe should be an integral part of a successful convention. Mr. Chair, firstly, the principles enunciated in the UN Charter, primarily the sovereign equality of states, territorial integrity, non-interference in the domestic affairs must be given primacy of place. The envisaged convention should apply to cyberspace, respect international law, and should elaborate on a criminal justice response to both cyber-dependent crimes and cyber-enabled crimes, where the scale of the offense is significantly increased by the use of ICTs. The draft convention should build on existing international instruments such as the UN Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime, the UN Convention Against Corruption, and as applicable, other instruments such as the Budapest Convention. It should not address cybersecurity issues addressed in other forums, as well as issues such as internet governance, cyber warfare, and national security. Given that crimes using ICTs are essentially transnational in nature, the future convention should provide for effective international cooperation mutual assistance, and meaningful capacity building mechanisms, inclusive of harmonized standards of criminal law, to effectively investigate and prosecute criminal.
Thank you, Sri Lanka.
Thank you.
Thank you.